What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the channel. And today we are reacting to Francis Ngannou, the Predator, a knockout perspective. I know a good amount about MMA. Maybe not as much compared to boxing, but I know that Francis Ngannou was a dog in his day when he used to fight. I know he was a fucking knockout specialist. Has incredible power. I'm not sure of his accolades in MMA, so hopefully, this video tells me about it. I know a couple of his fights. I remember I watched the Stipe fight. I think it was back in COVID, and he ended up knocking Stipe out. I think it was like I don't remember what round it was, but it was a good ass fight. I think he lost to Stipe before, and he got his revenge in the second fight. Ended up winning the belt, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see what his career was about. I'm happy to get informed on such a good fighter that he was. Francis Ngannou. Man, this dude's knockout power was crazy. It's still crazy. I'm not sure if he's still fighting, but this shit was crazy, man. Like, his highlights, I haven't watched a lot of his full fights, but his highlights, man, like, you could just see, like, that Overeem fight, the Alistair Overeem fight that knockout was crazy, bro. Damn. Man, it's funny because a lot of people like to compare the boxing gloves and the MMA gloves, to compare who, like, what hits harder basically. I'm not really 100% sure on which one hits harder, because throughout the years we have had a lot of knockout specialists in each sport. I really can't say which one hits harder. Like, I'm a boxer, so obviously, you would expect a boxer to be biased towards boxing, but I'm also a realist. I can't really say which one, you feel the most damage in. I mean, even though in boxing, sad to say, a lot of more deaths happen in boxing than MMA, when it shouldn't. You will want fighters in each sport to go back home safe, but it's something that happens, in the sport. Sad to say, but even when Ngannou fought in boxing, his power was still kind of there. When he fought Fury, he dropped Fury. Fury isn't a light heavyweight. Fury is one of the biggest heavyweights on the planet. And Ngannou ended up dropping him. Granted, it wasn't a power shot; it was more of a glancing shot, and Fury kind of got caught off balance. But he still dropped him. And Ngannou, he just has that type of power to where, as though, sometimes it doesn't matter. That's why I would wonder, if he would have been, if he would have started out boxing from a younger age, if he would have really been, a world champion. I think he would have. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he would have.
Ngannou's success was anything but preordained.
Perhaps it's easiest to start in his native Cameroon.
Born in Cameroon,
Shout out to the people from the homelands.
Forest of conditions, dumping sand in the local quarries. Francis endured grueling work to help support his family.
Man.
You worked in a sand mine when you were young. So you dug sand.
That's crazy.
I was like 26 years old, like when I understood that there is no chance for me out here in Cameroon.
When you want to talk about a man who persevered, that guy.
Yo, it can always get worse, man. You don't want to downplay your experiences happening in life, but it can always get worse.
Illegally crossing the border into Spain, he was detained for 2 months.
They will bring you to the Spain side. They will hang you to a immigration police. You don't care. You finally where you wanted to be.
At age 26, he moved to Paris and embarked on his dream of MMA glory.
He started training MMA at 26.
And training by day.
His story is just
That's crazy.
inspiring.
If you know combat sports, you know combat sports in general are mostly like dominated by folks who have trained since they were the age of 5, of 6 or 4. You know, a lot of the fighters been training, you know, for a very long time, and since they were kids. You know, that's why most of them really dominate the sport more so than the ones who get it at a later age, who get into the sports at a later age. Especially, I see it more in boxing than I do in MMA. Especially, you know, in boxing, because in boxing, it's kind of, I don't want to upset the MMA community, but it's kind of more of a skill set into it, right? It's more you have to learn in boxing. Well, no, it's more you have to learn in MMA, because MMA is a lot of different styles. But in boxing, it's just a certain skill set that you really have to acquire. You really have to acquire the experience too. It's a difficult way to put it, but in the heavyweight division, it's not really. It doesn't really matter sometimes, because a lot of the great heavyweights have started at a younger age. Like Ngannou, Deontay Wilder started at a bigger age. Deontay Wilder started at a bigger age. George Foreman, trying to think of the heavyweights. I think like back in the day, like I think Jack Dempsey, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of the heavyweights started at a bigger age. But if you go down the list, you can find some lightweights that probably started at an older age, and did good in the sport. But it's kind of rare, you know. It's kind of rare.
That I want is some place that I can train, because I want to become a world champion.
He debuted in 2013.
The breeze is wild.
Overpowering Benzema. Francis.
Yo, look at he about to break his arm. Oh yeah, nah, bro. I couldn't do it, man. I like my arms.
And I'm like, so if you need the faster income to help you get out in your situation,
It's, you know, his technique is in boxing. Like, his technique is not that bad, especially for a guy his size to be that buff. His technique is not that bad for him to not even focus on the art. That kick was crazy. Oh, damn, man, yo, man. Let me tell you something. Getting hit by heavyweights, it ain't no fucking joke. But getting hit by a heavyweight with the power of Francis Ngannou, bro.
How did it feel then?
Man, I couldn't imagine that shit.
You're starting to live your dream now.
He lost a decision in his first few fights, but it was a minor speed bump.
It almost feels like it's a bunch
He
of
lost
individual missions.
a lot of his first couple of fights. That's what I love about MMA. You know, you can still build yourself up even with losing. What the fuck?
That was just KOing people left, right, and center.
Oh hell nah! Throw the towel. Somebody throw the towel. Get me up out of there, bro. Oh, this nigga is bending. Oh hell no! Get me up out of there. Get me up out of there, Slow. I ain't doing that. This nigga is crazy. He's real wild with a lot of his shots, but I think that's because, you know, he relies on his power a lot. So,
Every time I shake his hands, I'm like, how is that a person?
yo, imagine just getting hit on the ground by Ngannou, and your head is just first of all, your head is getting beat and it's bouncing back and forth. Imagine that shit, and you just see a motherfucking big ass fist, like the size of your face, is coming down, bro. Like that shit, man.
Another overwhelming victory set the Predator on a course for the UFC.
Alright. That's when he got in the UFC.
Called me, I'm like, I don't know, tell me. He was like, yes, we just got your UFC contract.
Damn, so he was 29 going into the UFC. He started training for MMA, or at least that's what they said, at 26. So it's not that bad.
Making his UFC debut, Francis
UFC debut.
put the sport on alert.
And you're starting to see Enrique go for the shot because
Ooh.
he's tired on the feet. And that's the truth.
That uppercut is, oh, that uppercut is nasty, bro.
The uppercut
Oh, shit.
face.
Oh, hell no. That uppercut is nasty. Ooh. Shit.
In his next fight, Francis was pitted against undefeated Curtis.
Oh, this, yeah, that's Curtis Blades.
The limelight in his later athlete's life, should I say? But
I like Curtis Blades. I seen some of his highlights before.
Not maybe being as big of a draw as he should be, because his story is one of the most amazing things that you could possibly hear.
This was early in their career, I think. Oh, shit.
He may not recover from that one. Big counter left by Francis Ngannou. Counter right there gets through for Ngannou.
With just a few good shots, Blades' face was completely mauled.
Well, the doctor, it appeared, tried to stop
Oh, they thought they was gonna stop it.
and the referee said
Oh, yeah, his eyes shut. Shit. God damn. That motherfucker shut, boy. I rarely see that in MMA. I see that more in boxing. I rarely see someone's eye get shut in MMA. Like, I see like nasty ass cuts. I would rarely see someone's eye get shut.
This string of destructive wins made Ngannou a rising star.
Shit. His ring IQ, no, his I don't know if you MMA people say ring IQ or octagon IQ, but I'm gonna say ring IQ. His ring IQ is amazing. Like the way he shifts over to cut the octagon off, like that's good as ring generalship.
UFC is the name that everybody knows. If you're the heavyweight champion of the UFC, it means so much more for your exposure globally.
Hamilton thought he'd be able
that
to
boy
use his
built.
wrestling experience to subdue the Predator.
Remember a time I've seen Anthony Hamilton this focused or this hyped up for a fight before? He really does believe that Ngannou off his back has nothing to offer him, but also wants to open.
Yeah, look at the way he cuts off the octagon. I don't think he's gonna outpower him. Oh shit, that's a nasty ass armbar.
Behind his back.
Ooh shit.
Hamilton is not a weak man, but wow.
Ah, you about to break it. Damn. That's crazy, man. This goes to show he's not just, just a boxer or a puncher. He got a good ass skill set. Now, the ground game is something that a lot of power punchers, like from what I see in MMA, a lot of power punchers struggle with. Is the ground game itself. I'm not sure how good Ngannou was at wrestling, but his submissions clearly wasn't that bad.
Fans were pumped to watch the Predator hunt his prey.
Woo! Oh shit! Oh yeah, that step back was nasty. He had some good ass counters. See, wild shots like that could really only work in MMA. Well, no, they can work in boxing too. I keep forgetting that he's a heavyweight. In heavyweight divisions, even in boxing, he can get away from a lot of shit. Like look at Deontay Wilder. He can get away with a lot of shit, especially because he has the power like he has. This fight was crazy. This knockout was crazy. This is probably one of the at least top 5 scariest knockouts I've ever seen. Like, if I was watching this live, I would have thought he fucking died. Like this is up there with Pacquiao and Marquez. Like this is crazy. And Alistair Overeem wasn't no pushover either. Boom! Damn! Woo! shit, man. He sent that man chin. He sent his chin facing up. Like, bro, that's crazy. Like, to see a fighter literally do something that, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, bro. Like, Ngannou's power is so difficult to explain. You have never really seen someone make another person's chin go up in the air like a fucking street fighter. Like that is crazy, man. Like, his power is out of this world. Man, I don't know, man. Alistair Overeem wasn't no pushover either. Like, when I first started getting into MMA, he was one of the first fighters I really started to watch. You know, the highlights of, and you know, he wasn't no pushover. But fucking Ngannou, man, he just dominated him, man. That is crazy.
Mike Tyson smiled, snapped Overeem's head back.
Damn. Like, he was slept. Like, he got knocked out as soon as the punch landed. But the force of this man's punch literally pushed his head, snapped that motherfucker back. Like, that's crazy.
In spectacular fashion, Francis would get his title
Stipe.
Stipe Miocic.
I mean,
It's their first fight, right?
Else other than Stipe. Stipe's so tough and skilled and kept away from him.
100% finish rate. Man.
Miocic was coming off his fourth straight first-round knockout win.
Stipe had 4 straight first round knockout wins. He had power too.
KO the aging champ, but Stipe was able to do what others
Ooh,
couldn't.
ooh.
Put Ngannou on the mat and keep him there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's that wrestling. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Ngannou's ground game was simply not developed enough to.
Yeah, that'll do it. That down wrestling, man. Yeah, that'll do it. I think this was his first loss in the UFC. Yeah. That wrestling to do it, man.
On his back for 5 rounds and secured the surprising upset decision win. And
That was an upset?
lose his next fight in similar fashion.
Oh, Derek Lewis. He lost to Derek Lewis too.
This would force the Predator to push his game to the next level.
And that wrestling to do it, man. That's why it's called, you know, mixed martial arts. You know, that's why I like it. You know, it's a lot of different fighting styles in it. You know, that you have to learn. Like, one fighting style is really not gonna dominate the other. You know, they're all just entwined with each other. You know, one could go with another, and the one you wouldn't think will win sometimes. You know.
Into an all-encompassing regimen.
His hands are so big.
I wonder if he focused on, like, takedown defense a lot. After the Stipe first Stipe fight and the Curtis Blade fight.
The pressure was on Ngannou. A win would
I mean, not Curtis Blade, Derek Lewis fight.
but another loss
This is Curtis Blade.
would likely spell the end of his title dreams.
I said for the second time. Why did they? I wonder why you fought the second time. Why you wanted to fight the second time?
The Predator Ngannou, but he told me that Curtis Blades says all I need to do.
Oh. Oh shit.
Destroyed Blade.
Oh, it's the first round too. Oh man. That was a mean ass overhand. Damn.
He's on another level.
Who's he beat? How? Because he beat Arlovsky? It's not who he beats.
Oh, Cain Velasquez.
Knocks him out. Dude, he's
Did he beat Cain Velasquez?
If I'm Cain Velasquez, I'm looking to wrestle my
Yeah, I mean that's the game plan is the wrestle, right? Like that's what I would do. Try to do against.
It happens quick.
Oh!
But the uppercut ends this match before it can even begin.
What the hell? Nah, run that back.
It happens quick.
It barely touched. Nah.
This match before it can even begin.
But he ain't get no torque or nothing on that motherfucker. Like he ain't wind it up, bro. He just threw that bitch.
Opponent in the first round.
That's nah, man. Did they test this nigga? Ain't no way, man.
In a much tighter match against Junior Dos Santos, the Predator pounced.
Did you see Francis Ngannou knock out Junior Dos Santos?
Yeah, I didn't even think it was a real knockout. He just blushed him. Look at him. He hit him and he went down and held his head. Let him fight.
Nah, man.
That fight was over.
And with that touch of gloves, we're on the way to next fight card. This brought to you by Toyo Tires.
Ooh. Oh yeah, them kicks would have did it for me. Oh, that's you ain't gonna be able to overreach, bro. He reaching too far, man. And Ngannou's counter punching is way too good. You see how he just I'm not familiar with Dos Santos, but the way he just overreached with that overhand right, like he threw it from way too far out. And Ngannou is amazing counter puncher. You know, he's gonna take advantage of that shit, man, and he definitely did, from what I'm about to see. Ooh.
The scary thing is he just clipped him. He clipped him.
I ain't even. Oh yeah, nah, nope. I'm lying. He hit him. He hit him. He definitely got that nigga. Yeah, once he gets you on the ground, bro, that nigga just gonna start balling, man.
Yet another first round dismantle.
Ooh. Oh yeah, his name was definitely well known by now. Definitely well known. Oh, this is COVID. Start of COVID.
Pushing him to his limits. Nah,
Ooh.
I'm
Ooh.
just kidding. It was another first round cheek
Oh.
slapping.
Oh shit. God damn. Woo. Shit, man.
Francis Ngannou with his fourth consecutive vicious first round knockout.
There was some windmill punches, but I know he felt the air on the motherfuckers that miss. The ones that miss, I know he felt the air on it. He ain't feel it for long though, cause he was asleep. 5 seconds later, but you know, that's a Stipe. Yeah, this is the one I watched. The Stipe rematch. Yo, Stipe was champion for a long time.
Unlike the
Ooh.
previous fight,
Shit.
Ngannou was better prepared to prevent any takedown attempts.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, he trying to run. All Stipe caught him. Oh, shit. Man. Ooh. Herb Dean tried to save him as best as he could. Shit, man. Hey, this is what he won the belt. Too bad it wasn't in front of the crowd, man. You know, I feel kind of bad. You know, it's always better to have your accolades in front of the people, you know. They get your accolades in front of the people. I know that's amazing feeling that Ngannou sadly didn't get to experience.
He walked away from the UFC to challenge the heavyweight boxing champion, Tyson Fury.
Oh, it's just the Fury fight.
First boxing match ever against the lineal heavyweight champion, against a guy who nobody gave him any.
Fucking Fury, man.
And to have the Las Vegas odds, like the online betting odds.
Yeah, nah, Fury, he definitely made boxing look bad this day.
14-1.
He definitely made boxing look bad this day.
He was favored.
This fight was thought to be a joke. Only Ngannou wasn't playing.
He's the baddest dude on the planet.
He's the baddest dude on the planet. 100%. And the only person that has
A chance
is John Jones.
I can't show much of this. Top Rank loves to abuse copyright claims.
Oh yeah, they definitely do.
Ngannou outboxed Fury, but
Yeah, man. I remember that fight. I remember that fight real well. It was definitely a shocker. It wasn't as okay. I'm gonna say it like this, right? Boxing fans know Tyson Fury. We know Tyson Fury is an amazing boxer. He was one of he's one of the best boxers of this generation. One of the best heavyweight boxers of this generation. But we also know if he is not taking a fight serious, clearly now, no matter who it is, he's gonna make a fool of himself. Basically, you know, he doesn't like. I don't know. I just think he relies on his size a lot, his speed. Clearly, in this fight, he thought it was gonna be enough. You know, he probably thought he was gonna knock Ngannou out, but no. You know, Ngannou is still a combat sport veteran. Basically, he might not be a boxing veteran, but he's still a combat sport veteran. He's not gonna go out like that. You know, in the heavyweight division. In the heavyweight division, it's a lot of in the heavyweight division, it's not a lot of skill sometimes. You know, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, but it doesn't really rely on skill compared to the lower divisions. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, there's skill. You have to be skilled to be, you know, in the heavyweight division. I'm just saying that a lot of other things can play a factor, like Ngannou's power. You know, Fury is 100%. You know, Fury is definitely the better boxer out of the two, but he really wasn't there that night. You know, he really didn't train for this fight. I'm not trying to make excuses for him because Ngannou definitely went in there, and I know that's what it sounds like, but Ngannou definitely went in there and did his thing. But Fury definitely wasn't 100%. You know, sad to say.
corruption awarded the decision to the Gypsy King.
There's a lot of corruption in boxing. I'm gonna be honest with you, but this fight wasn't a unanimous decision. It was more of a, well, I don't know if he won by, I don't remember if he won by a unanimous decision. But it was definitely a split decision victory for Tyson Fury, even maybe a majority. You know, it is a lot of corruption in boxing though. That's no lie. Yo, this was crazy, man. I remember literally speechless, realized speechless, because I couldn't believe what the fuck was happening. This is the peak of Tyson Fury right now. Like this is Tyson Fury with a WBC. And he just got dropped by an MMA fighter. Like,
winner by split decision.
Oh, it was split decision. Okay. Yeah, it was split decision. Yeah, listen, it's a lot of corruption in boxing. You know, that's kind of what it's known for nowadays. But this fight, it wasn't split. It wasn't you know, Ngannou's win. I'm sorry, it wasn't. I will have to go back to actually watch the fight, but I remember scoring it. I remember scoring it throughout, especially after that. I think it was that third round. Fury got dropped. Because that was, you know, obviously a 10-8 round, so I started scoring it more throughout the fight. And I had Fury winning a split decision. I think it was split or majority. But yeah, man, you know, if Ngannou had more time, I would have given, if he went through the ranks of boxing, even at this age, if he went through the ranks of boxing and given like 3-4 years maybe of boxing, he would have beat that version of Tyson Fury easily. I will say that he would have beat Tyson Fury easily.
1 point.
We wait anxiously to witness his next feat of greatness.
Ooh. it, man.
Literally a 1 in a million type athlete. We're dealing with a guy.
He's definitely a 1 in a million type athlete, man.
Any heavyweight unconscious with one punch that connects.
Shit. Yo, respect to all the fighters, all the MMA fighters, man. You know, getting in there with a knockout specialist like Ngannou is not for the faint of heart. You know, especially for the MMA pay. You know, you have to have, you know, you have to be built different to get in there in the octagon with someone like Ngannou.